Hey guys, it's Tom from HIDprojectors.com, and we're reviewing today the top 3 BIXLED projectors that are available in 2017 and going into 2018. If you're just catching up to some of our videos, we do a lot of the overview videos where we go through output, talk about lux, both at width and at distance, and we thought we would throw these contenders in to see how they stack up. So first, let's go through each one. We've got the MLED from Morimoto. This is the BIXLED, and this one is the iLENS BILED projector. All three of them are a 3-inch projector. They've all got a similar layout. If I stack them all nicely, you'll see lengthwise, I think this one's the longest. The nice one about the Morimoto version is this shaft is removable if depth is an issue for you. The shaft on this one is kind of removable if you remove this whole section. This one looks like it's one big piece. They all have a different way to hook up to. Some are similar, some are a bit different. This one in particular has an internal driver, so your hookups here come right out of the back, and you've got connections for your high beam and then your low beam. Pretty simple to hook this one up, probably the easiest of the bunch. These two both have external drivers, which is kind of nice, and they have wires going in for the low beam and then a trigger for the high beam as well. This one's got an external trigger. This one's built into the nice Morimoto driver, which is nice that it's external because they can probably be serviced. Going through this quickly, they all roughly same kind of footprint. They look very similar, more than likely coming from same kind of manufacturing plants. That's just speculation, but they do look like they're all the same to me. Let's get into performance and output, or let's talk about quality first. I think, look and feel, the MLED is a nice feel, but they're all roughly the same. They've got the same plastic holder, same 3-inch clear lens, a little different solenoids, and some different heat sink. This one's probably the lightest of the group, so I don't know if weight is consistent with quality or not, but just something to consider. That's the iLENS. So let's talk about performance. We measure lux at the hotspot 100 feet away, and then also at width 15 feet from that 100-foot mark. So you're looking at driving down the road 60 miles an hour. This is what you're going to be seeing both down the road and on either side of the lane. So you want both width and distance. So coming in, number 1 is the iLENS, which a lux reading of 62 at 100 feet on the hotspot and 15 on the width, with a weighted average of like 38.5 if you consider width and distance equally. Next is the MLED, which is this one over here. That one came in at 60 lux on the distance, but only 7 on the width. And then the BIXLED is 50 on the hotspot and 9 on the width. So if I put these in order of performance, it would kind of look like this. Now let's talk about it a little bit. You've got a difference between hotspot and width. Width is extremely important. These two in particular absolutely dropped off at the width mark. To give you an idea, the average D2S projector is going to have a width in the 15, 16, 17 lux range based on our readings. And you can check this all out on our website. This one here came in at 7, which was the lowest. So extremely bright hotspot, but the hotspot was also really, really low, which is probably a design issue for the Morimoto projector. I'd like to see that increase. The hotspot was brighter, but it was so low it was unusable. So when we measured it at the cutoff, which is our consistent measuring process, and it measured in still at 60. So if the hotspot were up higher and the width were brighter, this would be a clear winner. This one similarly, it actually was the lowest as far as the hotspot, but the width was came in at 9, which was better than the MLED, but not much. So weighted average of 30 for this one, 29.5, 33.5 for this one, and then 38.5 for this one. So this one had the width, and it had the hotspot. So iLENS comes out first. Now let's talk about which one you might want and why. Let's talk cost. $250 for this one. Comes with everything you need to install it. $425 is the retail mark on this one. That's pretty steep. $200 for this one. So if you were to make a choice between, I think this is your clear winner on price. This one here really is expensive and hard to justify. If I had to choose between the MLED and the BIXLED, this one has the brighter hotspot, although it's not really usable. but this one you could buy 2 pair for less than you could buy 1 pair of the MLED. So I hope that helps. We've got them all on our website, HIDprojectors.com. We're always happy to help with you guys. What I think is be a great setup is if you look at our Evo XR 2.0s as your dedicated low beam, and then you were to do a quad retrofit, all 3 of these would be great because they're instant on, immediate brightness, perfect for flash to pass. It'd be a great secondary high beam or a dummy or something where you can turn it on selectable for a little bit more extra on-demand lighting. But I hope that helps you guys make a decision. And again, if you need any questions, or if you have any questions or need any help, you can give us a call, 716-662-3479, or shoot us an email at sales@hidprojectors.com. And thanks for watching, guys.